It was supposed to be me and the guys. I'm talking about all the guys, right? We was supposed to be up there, mindless behavior on the stage, right? We was just
Hey, come on. Hey, look, I turn a bad bitch to the shit. Y'all see my diamonds, they don't even flake. One look and your bitch will get took. Come on, run up a prank and get shook. Nigga get read like the page of a book. I got a bitch coming straight out of a book.
Yo, what's going on YouTube, man? So today I decided I'm gonna go ahead and take y'all down memory lane, man. At least memory lane for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm finna turn 21 this year. I feel like this is a long time ago, but it's really not. You know what I'm saying? Or at least how vivid I can remember it. It's not too bad. But we finna talk about my time in elementary. All right, in elementary. So, actually, before I start talking about my time in elementary, y'all know what I need y'all to do, man. Go ahead and close out the full screen. Scroll down. Yeah, scroll down. Like and subscribe. I'm gonna give you a second to do it now. You can't never say I ain't never give you no time to do it. So this is your time. Oh, you gotta subscribe. Y'all like to subscribe yet? Alright, man, let's get to it. So, my elementary school. I know a lot of people like got the privilege of tossing around from elementary school to elementary school. I wasn't one of them, okay? Unfortunately, I only went to one elementary school my whole life. So I went to KANDY Academy, okay? For y'all who have the privilege of not knowing what KANDY Academy is, it's in the hood, all right? Which hood? The Southeast, to be exact. You know what I'm talking about? The Jurassic, you know what I'm talking about? But when we talking about South Park, it's really only like 3-4 major places that even matter for real, okay? We talking about Dead End, Sunnyside, and everything else. Now, when we talking about everything else, that's on everything off Belford on the other side of MLK. I'm specifically from South Bank, so you know how that shit get. But outside of all of that, Candy Stripe is like in between what the original building was in between, like MLK, right by that Timmy Chan's is it? That's how I always know where that Timmy Chan's is, because he used to be right across the street from my school. Imagine looking outside your school and seeing Timmy Chan's, the best Timmy Chan's. Like, it really don't get no better than that. So I seen that every day. I had my privileges to look up to. That's why I'm obsessed with chicken so much, partially. But you know what I'm saying? I just came to school every day, seen chicken, left school, seen chicken. I seen chicken all the time. That's all I know. But that was the original building, okay? The other building was off like the Lala, Sky area, going towards some horses and some cattle and some donkeys over there. Basically going into Sunnyside area. Which, you know, outside of having my elementary school, they not too many redeeming qualities over there. I'm being disrespectful, but I don't care. All right. So, what is Candy Stripe Academy? I don't sound like no normal fucking elementary school. I know. It's a charter school, actually. Now, for those of you who don't know what a charter school is, it's like a private public school. You can get waitlisted and stuff. For the most part, you don't got to pay nothing extra. It's about the same cost as it would be to go to a public school, which is free minus the fees of, like, you know, having to pay $20 to go on a field trip or things of that nature. You know, it wasn't always expendable resources at this school. Let me tell you like that, okay? But nonetheless, it was a good time, man. And what makes this like kind of a unique school, it started off with like pre-K through 8th grade. But when I was in 3rd grade, they got rid of all of that. Actually, I'm lying. It was when I was in like 2nd grade, 1st grade. It went on to 5th grade after that. Apparently, they realized that was too much. I'm glad they did. My mama said I wasn't doing that anyway. I was going to be like a regular elementary school and then dip out. But it was kind of crazy to be like a little kid seeing a whole bunch of older people just walking around the campus, and he's like older by far. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm first grade pre-K, and you're in 8th grade. Like, you look like a grown adult to me. But we all got on this same school uniform. It looked kind of crazy, right? But the old building was more like a daycare center, like pre-K and like the little babies. There wasn't much going on in there. I think at the most it had kindergarten, right? But when everybody was in the big school, because they just merged it all into one at one point. Well, that's like the other school, you know, the one that's on. Yeah. So when it was in the big school, put it like that. It was in the big school. I'm in pre-K now. And like in pre-K, I met my best friend. You know what I'm talking about? Well, that's my brother. That's what I'm saying. You can't tell me we not related. But this has been my dog since pre-K, bro. And oddly enough, let me not say sadly. Oddly enough, we started off not liking each other, bro. So I forget what the disagreement was about. It was pre-K, something dumb, right? Probably over toys, because that's what ended up being thrown across the room. So it's like playtime or reading time or it's something. It's something where we're supposed to be quiet and staying to ourselves. Me and Joe doing none of that. None of that quiet, stay to ourselves. We playing with toys, right? Words get to exchanging. I cannot tell you what. Don't remember. All I know is one toy got thrown at the other. The other, like, threw the toy back. And now we standing up, finna get ready to fight. Yes, in pre-K. Yes. Finna get ready to fight over throwing toys across the class. Now, keep in mind, I want to say both of us had silver teeth. Both of us had the ball, no fade, 2 little delinquents. So, it was a match made in heaven. And then the teacher made us sit down and become friends after that. And then we realized we was really fighting over nothing. Like, we was really beefed up about whatever was so minor. It didn't even make sense because, like, we immediately started talking about Dragon Ball Z, I think, or something like that. It became the best of friends. I'm telling you, bro. We was locked in from day one. But pre-K was the best time. I had the best teacher. Shout out Miss Davis. You know what I'm saying? Miss Davis was S tier, okay? Miss Davis always kept it cool, kept it kosher. It was nothing she couldn't handle, and she let me be a delinquent to an extent. You can always respect that. You gotta let me get my delinquency out, because if I don't, it's just gonna build up and it's gonna explode into a major delinquent moment. You gotta let the mini moments get out, so that way I'm not interrupting you when you're doing something important. Just a little side note for anybody who want to be a teacher out there. You feel me? I got no experience teaching. I would, that would be the ground, the basis of how I taught. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some other rules and stuff like that. But as far as delinquent battles, letting kids get their moment out, their little, you know what I'm talking about, moment of intrusiveness, that's what I would handle. But going past pre-K, all right, we in first grade now. First grade was smooth. I can really say I didn't have not too many problems. Schooling wise, it was always gonna be easy to me. Like, I was in first grade reading. Damn, my water at home. I was on first grade reading like middle school level. So academic wise was never a problem, and especially not elementary, right? Academically never had a problem slipping like that, you know what I'm saying? But we did have this after school program that was just being started up, or it was like really kicking up. I know a lot of people was getting into it, right? And my mom worked late, so this was the best opportunity for me to, I'm talking about, lock in, get cemented. But this is where I started developing my various crushes. Some of them probably know about it, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the Prentice was a young Prentice, young P, little P, knee-high P. Knee-high P was a heartthrob back in the day, or at least he wanted to be. And when I tell you, I liked a lot of girls. I seen her. Had eyes on her for about a good 5-10 seconds. Love. Don't know how, but I was though. Right. But the after school program, okay. It was lit. I'm not gonna hold you. It was lit. They had like this little Zumba room. All right. They had this one video game room. That's where I first started playing Def Jam Icon, and then I went back and played the other ones. But that was Def Jam Icon was the first one I played. Honestly, that's why when people hate on it, I'd be a little like, but it was, the story was cool. Cause that was really about it. That was really about it. Outside of fighting with maybe your favorite rappers, maybe your favorite rappers, the game was pretty mid. The game was pretty trash. Fuck mid. Every other Def Jam was un fuego, especially Fight for New York. But Vendetta was a little, but I fuck with it. Vendetta was cool. Vendetta wasn't bad. I just like Fight for New York better, right? But I got introduced to Icon first at the after school program. And then that's where they had like the little snacks and stuff with the little goldfish and the grape juice and the Scooby snacks, or they had the graham crackers. It was either or. And you know what I'm talking about? That's where I started learning that okay, it's other things that I can do, get into, and what I'm getting into. Also joined a chess club, okay, at this time. It wasn't really it was a chess club. I did cup stacking too. Yeah, man, I was in it all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I only participated in one tournament though, not a chess tournament. I never did that. But the cup stacking tournament, I did do one, and I think I got like either I didn't place or I got third, something like that. But it was pretty smooth, nothing too crazy. And then I also started doing started running like you know that races in elementary, man. We all got to see who's the fastest. Okay, everybody got to see who the fastest. Got to line up. Okay, especially if the girls is watching. Now I'm lining up for the girls. Okay, and you're not gonna beat me faster. Anyway, so we racing we racing in elementary. I was always first or second. Promise you, was nothing below that. Was nothing below that, first or second. All right, and if I was second, it's because I was tired. Simple, plain and simple. If I was second, I was tired, but I was dusting, and I'm talking about Speedy Gonzalez. All right, you understand what I'm saying? And I was moving a bit, chopping feet. Right. So that's gonna come into play later. Okay, but the most redeeming part about first grade was the Christmas special that we had. If you was in it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, I might show a little clip up there. All right, but it's basically we had like some people had Santa hats on. I'm not gonna say we had because I didn't have it. I was Michael Jackson. Okay, but it was Christmas. Everybody had Santa hats on. There was a routine we had, but I was supposed to break out into a solo dance, which I did. And I was moonwalking on and off the stage. Okay, I'm gonna show the little video. That shit hard. Okay. Anyway, right. Second grade. Now we moving up. Okay. I'm getting 2 speckles of hair on my lip. I'm feeling like him. Okay. Second grade, I got my first phone. It was a flip phone. Why you hating? Why you laughing? You had one too? No. Your first phone was an iPhone. Privilege. I told you I was in the hood. All right. Anyway. My first phone was a flip phone, okay? And I treated that thing like it was precious to me, all right? You know what I'm talking about? I ain't really want nobody too much taking that thing, nobody looking at that thing. I was on that thing. I was playing games on that thing. I had the custom ringtone. Yeah, I had all of that. I had all of that on there, bro. I was turned up on a flip phone, bro. So one day, I'm in class on my phone, right? There's a girl come up messing with me, right? Now, how she came up, and I already knew she was a snitch. I was like, please don't see that. I got to put my phone away smooth, right? Seen the phone, told the teacher. How you going to tell the teacher I got my phone in elementary? Like, that's drop. Anyway, though. Told the teacher. Teacher come up, take my phone, right? Now me and this girl get into it, right? Words is being exchanged, and a chair gets thrown at me. I said, okay, bad. Teacher ain't see when the chair get thrown at me though, but she did see when that desk go flying back. Okay, now am I proud of this action? Yes, I would tell my son to do the same thing. You gotta stand up for yourself. She threw a chair, you throw a desk. Let her know that there's levels to this shit. Okay, but that probably translated later on because remember the after school program I was just telling you about. Yeah, like, I thought I was Money Mac, or at least I was becoming slightly him. And me and the homies, the guys. Shout out the guys, by the way. All right, so we formed a group of the guys. It's Adriel, my nigga Mar, Joe, Keyshawn. If I'm missing you, I know it's somewhere in there. I want to say Frank, Cat. It's some more people up in there. I know it's some more people in the guys. And shout out to the guys, though. All right. So we in the guys in the after school program. And out of nowhere, they blow up the video game spot. All the girls blow up the video game spot. Preparing to come outside. The guys come out there first for me, though. Right? They check out the scenery. They check it out for me. It's not looking too pretty. They opened the door till belligerents came back in. All right. So boom, I come outside. All right. Come outside, and one of them is slowly creeping up the ramp. The other, no, it's two of them creeping up the ramp. Some of them further back. It's like, it's so many like girls that I'm seeing in my face right now. You cannot comprehend. Right? I think I'm running. I don't even know what's finna happen, but I just seen the two coming up the ramp. I couldn't even do it. I dip off. Right? The homies follow because you got to. Right? We gotta. Everybody take off. Sprint. Full sprint. Right? And I'm hauling. Keep in mind, this little outside area that we in is only basically a circle. So I can only go around this gate and back. And I ran off for all like 5-10 minutes, and we slowly got captured over time, handcuffed and tied and threw into a war cage. Yes, I know, it's tragic, but they did that, okay? And did just for them to kiss me on the cheek at the same time. I got chased just to get kissed on the cheek. It's crazy. 3rd grade. Right, we got even more guys because some of the guys left, so we got to replace the guys. But there's also new guys coming in, so they would have been guys anyway because it was cool. You got Evan and Evan. Yes, they're both named Evan. I ain't gonna expose their government, but it's Evan and Evan. All right. Now, with these Evans and the people that's left, it was one of my crushes. Okay, one of the major ones, and I was hurt by that because I'm like, how could you do this? How could you? You know what I'm saying? I was hurting, but it was like, what else could I do? You got to keep moving on. And some new girls came in. And on top of that, you know what I'm talking about? I was actually starting to use my words, put them together. So we had a couple girlfriends this year. I think, well, really in elementary, all I had to do was walk up and say, you want to be my girlfriend? So I probably had a girlfriend every year. But at least girlfriends, we was holding hands and eating together. I think that counts more than you want to be my girlfriend? Yeah. Just a little bit. Anyway. We had some little girlfriends this year, man. Who's moving up in the world, man? None of these kinds of relationships to me now, so please don't take these serious. But back then they did. They meant the world to me. But my main crush left, okay? And me and my cousin in the same class. Now, I remember that family I told you about earlier. Yeah, we in the same class. Now, we turned up as lit, okay? Now, in 3rd grade, you had the most infamous talent show, all right? Now, the talent show was cool. It was supposed to be me and the guys. I'm talking about all the guys, right? We was supposed to be up there, mindless behavior on the stage, right? We was just going to be dancing, let the music play. Because I don't think none of us really trying to rap and sing for real. Well, my boy Joe was trying to sing, so then he ended up doing his own thing, but then dropped out of the talent show. So, that was kind of crazy. But when we got on the talent show for our performance, because we did go through it, at least me, Evan, and Evan did. All we did was dance on the stage. The crowd was lit. But unfortunately, we got 2nd place or 3rd. Okay, it's 1 to 2. 2nd or 3rd place. I know 1st place was Lil Shawty, who was praise dancing, which I'm not mad at. But this is a charter school, so I feel like that's a very biased opinion on that. Okay. Anyway, outside of the talent show, this is also the year that I beat up these are air quotes I'm putting up. You can't see them, but I'm definitely putting them the fuck up. I beat up my bully. Okay. This man was probably like 2 inches taller than me. All right. And the only reason he bullied me was because I let it happen to my friends. Me personally, I probably only got pushed. I'm thinking. Yeah. I probably only got pushed, and let it slide because I was like, he ain't really do nothing crazy. But my man them, he was talking crazy to them. He talked crazy to me too, but words don't hurt me for the most part. I'm rubber, you glue. Bounce off me, back on you. Ooh. But nah, bro. Like his buddy was talking crazy. So it was one day he did a little too much. Okay, he did a little too much. He had his homeboys with him, so he was hyped up. All right, did a little too much. I told him to come see me in the restroom. Boom, wham, bop, boom, bam, boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, bam, bing, 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 bing. I'm talking about piecing his ass up. It was bad, and then so bad that his homeboys didn't even want to help him. They was like, dang, you gotta let it happen. And after that, he wanted to be cool with me and the guys, what I'm talking about? Because he knew we liked anime, and he was secretly liking anime too. I think that's how I be. Bullies secretly want to be friends with the people they bully. They just afraid that those people can be their own person and not be no hoes. Stop being a hoe, man. But yeah, man. Shout out Miss Coleman too. Fine ass. I still think you fine. If you see this ever, you fine. If you got a husband, you did a good job, sir. If you don't, come on. I'm definitely leaving now. All right. Look, but 4th grade was crazy because Keyshawn came back. All right. Keyshawn came back. That was a big deal. The guys was almost put together fully, but the guys was together. Okay, the guys was together. But then one of my homegirls got absolutely sick. Okay. Not sick. She had a heart problem. Yeah, she had a heart problem. Open heart surgery. Okay. She was out for a while. Okay. We had like a whole assembly for her and everything. It was a video. It was a banner that everybody signed. Okay. We got t-shirts. She still got some to this day. I got some new ones. It's t-shirts. Okay. Yeah. No, it was a real big thing. Real big thing. And then she came back though. She had perfectly good healthy coverage. She's good now. She's definitely good now. All right. But I also met JJ Watt because of a chocolate fundraiser. The world famous chocolate. You know what I'm talking about. The one out the Boondocks. All right. So JJ Watt came down school to try to get us to sell this chocolate. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I sold the chocolate. But I sold like $30 worth of chocolate and I ate the rest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not sell the whole box of the chocolate, bro. Like, I feel like as a kid would probably made $30 and ate the rest. Like, everybody would have did the same thing. So I definitely enjoyed that. And this was probably the last field day that we had that I remember being fun. Field day in elementary, you know how it go. Everybody outside playing games, running on the track, stuff, working out and stuff. But field day for me, man, it's always got a special place in my heart because that's the first place I learned how to cuss for real. All right, when I was in field day, I didn't know how to put my cuss words together. I didn't know how to line them up. I didn't know how to chain them up to get that reaction that I wanted to crush somebody's soul. But in field, if I'm killing you, like athletically, I gotta be able to kill you verbally too. Like that's I gotta learn how. That's how I learned how to talk shit. All right, field day was where I learned how to talk shit, and I never looked back since. And also, 4th grade was crazy because our teacher got fired in the middle of the year. I think teacher got fired or she quit. It was one of the two. I know she definitely quit. Yes, our teacher quit. I wasn't there for it, bro. It was like the craziest situation ever. I was literally sick. Come back, the teacher quit in the middle of class. Like, just walked out. And I'm like, damn. It's like that meme when you miss class and everything happened. That literally happened to me, bro. And we had to sit down and do interviews to get a new teacher and shit. They was promising us more recess time. They always lying. You can't give us more recess time. It's already enough. Like, they scheduled throughout the day. But it sounded good though. And then the only thing I got left is 5th grade, man. 5th grade was special though. I'm not gonna lie to you. 5th grade was a special time. That's where I finally learned that I wanted to be an engineer, or at least like an engineer as I wanted to be. All right, like nuts and bolts and cranking stuff together. Cause I had started like working with my grandpa in his shop a little bit, and I was like in the back like banging on the tools. So I'm like, hey, this kind of fun. I get this kind of cool. I enjoy this. I had a great time doing it. It was no I enjoyed doing it. It was fun to me. That's what I liked about it. That's why I kind of stuck with it. But in 5th grade, everybody was in one class together. Okay, we had Miss Witherspoon. Shout out Miss Witherspoon. All right, Miss Witherspoon made sure we was on them grades. Miss Witherspoon made everybody in that 5th grade class an academic warrior. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, was she a little crazy for them numbers? Yes. But I think she like a district head or something now. So obviously them numbers paid off. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Obviously them numbers paid off. She got what she wanted in the end, and that's crazy. I'm glad I helped her accomplish that. I was one of her stepping stones to that ladder. Glad I could do that for her. All right. But she was also a hater. Not gonna lie to you, cause I had my first Valentine and she wouldn't let me and the girl exchange gifts for real. She was hating on the class. She said she was hating on us, which she was right. She was definitely right. Okay. But at the time, I was like, man, you hating? Why you hating? Like, let me and my girl let me and my girl have our Valentine moment. It's like, you ain't even gotta do all that. You ain't even gotta do all that. But I can't be too mad at her because it was cool. But in 5th grade, I also started playing basketball, at least kind of like for real. I was very trash. Get all image and thoughts out of your head of a young Brandon getting buckets. I was booty, okay? Could barely make a layup. Any shot was air ball close. All right, any air ball or wet. Air ball or I wetted it. I'm pretty hitting nothing but net. It was about that bad. And then I was pretty trash. The only thing I had going for me was my height, but it was really just because my neck was long. So, because I'm not that tall. Let me not say that. But the only thing that I had growing for me was just that my neck was long. So that's what added to my height. And they put me at center or power forward, and I started for most of the time, but I didn't score. I definitely didn't score. But my mom was supporting every game. She was the loudest cheerleader in the stands. That's my baby. I just get the ball and pass it. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Had a great time. Playing basketball early was mediocre at best. Everybody got a participation trophy in the end, so it kind of balanced that out. You know, that aspect of life. You know, everybody's a winner, but not really type deal. But yeah. Looking back, I had a great elementary experience. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't change anything, any part of it, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was all muy bonito. But I just think that we should have more funding to public schools. Even though I was at a charter school, we were still pretty broke. We had T buildings and some more shit. All right. Don't think that we had all the extravagant. You know, the water was cold too over here, bro. It was, you know, I'm talking about HISD food as well. They had the nasty stuff. We had the nasty stuff, bro. The only thing we had extra was strawberry milk. So I don't know if you had that too, but I know I had the white chocolate and the strawberry, and I was definitely on the strawberry. But anyway, man, that's enough for me yapping today, man. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Comment your favorite part of the video, man. Comment what elementary school you went to. Comment your favorite teacher from elementary. Comment something, man. The more comments, the better. And I see y'all when I see y'all, man. Peace.
Hey, come on. Hey, look, I turn a bad bitch to the shit. Glossy my diamonds, they don't even flake. One look in your bitch, you get took. Come on, run up on print and get shook. Nigga get read like the page of a book. I got a bitch coming straight out of book.